Today we are joined by our guest, Bruce Bowen. Say hi, Bruce.
Hello. Hi, Bruce.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
I was waiting for that too.
I was waiting for it. All right, so Bruce, we know you kind of from back in the day through work, and we've just stayed connected over the years. What did you do?
Well, I was a home inspector.
Yes.
So,
A very good one, by the way.
Very good one.
Thank you. Yeah, I started with housemaster, and then I decided to start my own business, which I did for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And for me, it proved challenging to get more business. So I ended up finding other work, and I started doing inspections for two different companies. One for single-family homes for the insurance companies, and commercial properties for their lenders.
Nice.
Yeah.
So walk us through a little bit of how you got started with home inspections. Were you always kind of in that field, or?
Yeah, so I started building homes back in a long time ago. I built homes for 10 years. I was the lead carpenter at Martinez School District for 9 years. And so I made a living with these hands. And so I did a lot of remodeling. I did maintenance for I did apartment turns, and I did a lot of maintenance, and learned how to do swimming pools. So
Wow.
Just
everything.
I've never
Yeah.
worked in an office, okay?
Yeah.
I've had an office as a maintenance director, but never did anything other than work with my hands and walk around a lot. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So I've always been active, and it's so I don't know what else.
Yeah.
How did we find him? Was it through Housemasters?
It must have been, and I want to
Yeah.
say that there was something where maybe you were the home inspector on a deal. I don't really remember our initial connection.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Maybe you did the home inspection for a listing, or a buyer used you, or something of that sort.
At the time, were you going to the realtors meetings?
No, I don't really
I
attend
don't think
those.
it would have been that. I want to say it was
should, yeah.
on the job.
It was on the job for
You
sure.
were there, or maybe somebody that we know.
Probably somebody.
It might have been somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe you
Yeah,
worked
it's
with.
been 5 years.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah. I
Well,
really
I
remembered
remember
this morning.
we really liked the way you did business. You did a great job with the home inspections. You didn't scare the clients, but you informed them very well and educated them, and so that was very important to us.
That was really important to me.
Yeah.
I will tell you, every job I had in construction, I had the greatest teachers. So I consider myself a very skilled craftsman. I can fix just about anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I look back and I think of all the people that I worked for and how good they were. They were tough on me because they wanted good work from me. So I learned.
Yeah.
And I did.
Yeah. It's
That's
important for us to have somebody that can, talk to the client. A lot of times this is people's first purchase.
Mhm.
And so they know nothing
Yeah.
about homes. They're coming into this saying, I've either previously rented or I lived at home. I never had to
Oh.
worry about maintenance a day in my life.
Right.
And then they're getting into this home and they hear, from the smallest thing, you need to upgrade the to GFCI outlets. What does that mean? Oh my God, cancel
Right.
the contract.
Right.
I don't know how to do that. And so it's really important to get a home inspector that can explain these things to people and kind of give them, degree of difficulty for making these repairs. And not all repairs are scary. Every home's going to need maintenance.
I know, it surprised me how many things that could be and were wrong with that we were, with the housemaster, they were very professional. So I was trained well.
Yeah.
So, it's like, I love working with people and talking with people,
Yeah.
meeting people and,
Yeah.
and seeing them, work through the process. They'd call me and say, what about this? Can you take these pictures out?
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
had that happen before.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. We just fix that. Can you take that out of the report before I show my client or something?
Oh, yeah. See, I'm the opposite. I'd like everything to be obviously noted in the
Yeah.
report and then to say, hey, we've taken care of this, this, and this, so that people know that we've actually put some work into it or.
So if they repaired something and showed it, then I don't remember what I did.
Yeah.
Actually, but I probably did take out a few pictures of the things
Yeah.
that weren't important anymore or needed repair.
Yeah, it's important not to scare the buyers, but it's also important for everyone to know that any home's going to need repairs. Now, if you're getting
even brand new ones.
I was going to say, if you're getting inspections on a new home, a brand new home, and it needs repairs, then we might be singing a little bit of a different tune. But it's why it's important to get home inspections
Those
at the
were good
very,
days.
very minimum.
Yeah,
for
those
sure.
were good days. I really loved doing that. But, at a certain time, I couldn't crawl underneath the crawl spaces anymore.
Yeah.
I didn't see a lot of weird things. I saw a scorpion once and a tarantula.
Scorpion? Where?
And a tarantula.
Oh, no.
He went that way and I went that way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
But he wasn't very big.
Where?
In Concord.
Oh.
That's
A tarantula?
Only place out of the whole Bay Area that I saw a tarantula was in Concord.
Whoa.
Yeah. I
Where
never
was the
seen-
scorpion?
I would have been freaking out.
I don't know. It's under a house.
Oh, good.
And then I had to crawl the attics, and that got old. But,
Yeah.
so
So then, at the time, did you have hobbies going on while you were doing your kind of regular work, or when did let's segue into kind of what you do now?
You're a master woodsman, right? Like you've built things your whole life. You were telling me about.
Well, I've made a few interesting things. When I was back in the 80s, I made a little table. At one point, I taught adult education for over in Martinez.
Oh,
I taught a class, like a 6 or 8 week class, and we just used the Martinez Junior High School auto shop, or maybe it might have been the high school. I can't remember, so I guess kind of. But most people knew what they were doing anyway. I just kind of guided them around. That was kind of fun. That was a while ago.
That is fun.
That was way back.
I need to look into some classes like that. I'm all
are
self-taught,
fun.
trial and error.
Jamie's very good at building and fixing and stuff
Awesome.
like that.
Thank
Way
you.
better than me. I just hired out. I don't even. Yeah, I can't do it.
So she can spell screwdriver and you can't, right?
I cannot. Yeah, cannot. Yeah.
Oh, I have way more tools than he does. They're all pink. But they're nice pink
love
tools.
it.
I go on
Yeah.
the search for quality tools that are pink.
Right.
Well, I have tools in my garage. I just don't use them. They're all new. And tools are supposed to be used, right? I mean, they're supposed to look used. So
Yeah.
when you come over, you're like, oh, these are nice tools. They're new. When did you buy them? Oh,
Yeah.
15 years ago?
IKEA sells a great screwdriver set.
hey, come on. I go to Home Depot.
Which end of that hammer is the handle, right?
Right.
So explain to us a little bit how you transitioned and kind of what you do today.
Well, to be honest with you, I'll tell you where I started making art. Is that the question?
Yeah.
In 2006. So I found a group on the internet that posted pictures, created pictures to share as wallpaper for your desktop, stuff like that. So that was in 2006. So I joined and I loved what I saw. So there was a lot of abstract stuff. And people were using programs that you probably never heard of. Apophis was very popular. Ultrafractal was popular. I dilly-dallied with Ultrafractal. It's totally awesome, but I never totally learned it. But I just started creating my own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I use a program called Paint.net, and I have no association with them. I donate to it once in a while. It's just out there. You just use it. It's like a kind of a lesser version of Photoshop, which I don't use, but it's really, really good. I use Photoscape. I use Ultrafractal, Chaos Pro, Chaos Scope, Zaus, things like that. So
Okay.
I started making those, and since then I've made about 5,500 abstract images.
Oh my goodness.
That's a
So-
lot. Yeah.
Last year I just came across art storefronts, and I thought, well, I've already got a portfolio, so here's some money, build my website, build my Instagram account, my MailChimp account, my Facebook business page account. They did all that for me. So, and they post for me. So I bought what they call Copilot. I pay monthly, like everybody else. They have they have 10,000. They have some of the biggest photographers, a lot of National Geographic photographers
Wow.
that started using them for marketing their pictures. And now, as far as photography goes, I think I've always been interested in. I've taken probably 100,000 pictures, 200,000.
Probably more.
Yeah. I went to Albuquerque once, about 7-8 years ago. I was flying down the middle of California, and on my left was the Sierra Nevada mountains. So I started taking pictures, Now, they're not the best pictures because you're looking through the plastic window and the outside window.
Yeah.
But
Sorry,
they were
guys.
decent. So I looked at them and all. I got home, I looked at them. I said, I'm going to go there. So I found out all these places. Went to Google Maps. I started looking at the places I took pictures of. And then I decided to go to some of them. Some of them were too hard to get. I did some backpacking when I was younger. I've done some recently, but I don't do backpacking anymore. I do hike a lot. But I started going to these places, so I started visiting the east side of the Sierras. And now it takes, there's like 40 miles of foothills here. But on the other side,
Sorry.
you know how the mountains are. It's awesome.
Can you pause it?
Yeah.
Sorry to do that, you guys. All of a
It's
sudden,
okay.
I'm like having a coughing attack. What were we talking about? Because it was good.
I know he's talking
Well,
about the
God.
mountains and roofs over there.
The universe is like, oh no, that's too good. I got to mess that up.
Told you, Mercury.
Mercury.
Well, I'll continue. I know where
Okay.
I'm
All
at.
right, here we go.
Okay. And we're back.
We're back.
Sorry about that. Had to pause for a quick second. All right, tell us, you were
So backpacking. You were backpacking.
hiking,
My
mountains.
first backpacking was I was 45 years old. So my daughter.
Your first time backpacking was at 45.
Yes.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's
it's-
impressive because I feel like if I haven't done it up till now, I'll probably never do it, and that's very inspiring.
That's
This
inspiring.
This is when you go when you're like 18 or 20,
Yeah.
23.
Yeah. 21
Okay,
yesterday.
You know the butter. So I started looking at all the places on the Eastern Sierra, up and down. So since then, my wife and I, we just like, okay, we're going to go here. We go everywhere. And we've been to some of the most wonderful places. We've been to Mammoth several times. We've been down to Bishop and lakes. That lake. Whatever. And of course, I was just in Tahoe last weekend. And and my brother and I backpacked into Barney Lake by Crown Point Mountain. We'll look up that picture here in a minute. That was delightful. And that was about a 3.5 hour hike. And it's an easy day hike in summer. You just go, and it's probably 3 hours. It's most gorgeous, you'll see it. So while I'm there, I'm taking, so everywhere we go, my wife and I, we take pictures. Well, I take pictures. She watches me take pictures.
And at this time, are you taking them on a nice camera? Are you using your phone? What are
I
you
use
taking
my
them with?
phone. I have a Galaxy S22 Ultra.
Oh, yeah,
Got
okay.
5 lenses,
Yeah.
Takes magnificent pictures. But I do treat my photos. I process them in Paint.net, Photoscape. I use...
You have to. I think
Yeah.
that all the time. I'll take a photo of something. I'll look.
it can be...
Oh, so sorry.
Some people just crave attention. I'll take a photo and I'll look at it and think, that's not what I saw with my eyes. That's not how vivid the colors were, or that's not as crisp as that was. So I will sometimes, for nature photos, change the saturation.
Well,
or-
it's very common practice. It's
Yeah.
as common as walking,
Yeah.
That's common, right? You guys.
Walking.
So I don't overprocess them. I do use an HDR program, which is a high dynamic range. And those photos are particularly good. I have a print of one of those right here that I think you really like. It's really cool.
You brought.
I brought one actual print.
you brought some prints?
It's a small one. I have some pictures to show
Oh my
you, and we
gosh.
can look on the website
I was just going to
too.
ask you,
Yeah.
how do we see
Yeah.
these?
And then I decided, what I learned, what's interesting, and I'm just bouncing around, is that there are just look, the world is beautiful. You don't have to go far. People take pictures of rusty things, cobwebs. I've started doing that.
I love it.
I
and they're
love
really
rusty,
cool.
yeah.
Cool plants, flowers, clouds. I
I
love them all.
Since I was a kid, since I got a phone that had a camera, was always taking pictures. When I was a little kid, film cameras. There was one time we spent a whole day in the city, and I took pictures of everything. Went to the pier, took pictures of the sea lions and everything, only to go and replace the film after my 35 pictures were out or whatever, and find out there was no film in the camera.
Wait,
I've
what?
done that before.
Yeah, I was a kid, and I took pictures all day, went on this family
Oh
outing,
my gosh.
and then, count went back to 0, was like, oh, I need new film. Never put the film in to begin. I didn't know how
my
cameras
gosh.
worked. Somebody just handed me a camera. So, but I've always been very big on cameras. If I told you how many photos and videos I had in my phone right now, you probably wouldn't believe me. It's pretty...
I'm pretty
hilarious.
sure I've got over 100,000 photos.
Oh,
in my phone.
I've got nearly double
On your
that.
phones,
Oh yeah, at least.
do they all fit?
Yeah.
I've got nearly double that.
Do you?
Yeah, I think I'm at like 180,000. Almost as many subscribers as we have on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, right. No,
One photo for every
for every-
subscriber.
we're almost 200,000 by the way.
I know.
Yeah.
Shout out us.
You know, when I was a kid, I got an John Nagy art kit. Now, you've maybe never heard of him. It's charcoal
Yeah,
pencil.
I love all that too.
I drew as a kid all the time, and I made for my kids. I made the little mazes. I
Yeah.
draw my own out of the quarter-inch graph paper.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
made
cool.
my own, and they've been, they'd have to draw the pencil and go around. So
I love it.
I would do hidden pictures. I'd draw a whole scene of a city or mountains, and then I'd put little hidden pictures.
Oh,
in
that's
there.
impressive.
That's cool.
That was
You
fun.
would actually draw that?
Yeah.
That's impressive. I loved
Yeah.
graph paper and things like that, but that I probably wouldn't have the attention
Well,
span.
the graph paper was just for the maze,
Yeah, I
so
like
it had
that.
straight, but the other one was just freehand. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then I painted this really cool picture about so big years ago. I was about 18, 17, and it's just abstract, just color globs all over it. You stand back, oh, I see a lumberjack there, and I see a deformed cow there, you know.
Yeah.
And I framed it and gave it to my brother. In fact, I just found a picture of him holding the picture up today
Oh,
before I
how?
left, and I gave it to him when I was 18, 19 years old.
Oh my gosh, that was
Yeah, long
just a
time
few
ago.
years ago.
Yep, no longer. Shame on you. Anyway, so I don't know. Did I answer that question?
Probably.
Yeah.
Couldn't even tell you what I asked.
It's a podcast, so we just
Yeah.
We just talked.
answer it or not. It's
so,
fine.
so how would you describe your style for photography? Like when you are looking at these photos that you take and kind of enhancing them, what are you trying to capture?
Wow. When I joined Instagram, I was just floored at how many people are photographers and how they love art. There's so many painters, and it's just amazing. I mean, it's really amazing. I'm really impressed. And of course, painting's been, hugely popular the whole history of mankind. But I don't know how. I just find inspiration in the beauty of nature. I love mountain scenes. I love flowers. So I'm always taking pictures of flowers. And I like the portrait version that the flowers focused, but the background's blurry. That's a great artistic adventure, but you don't have to just put it on portrait and it takes it itself. You have to kind of know where to put the camera and stuff like that. So I'm not a National Geographic photographer,
Yeah.
but I am learning new skills and new techniques. I put a phone app on my phone called Polish, and it makes really, it's so easy to use. I love it. I love taking a picture and then making it an abstract. Stretching it, blurring it, making it look weird or like something
Abstract,
you painted. And so I love that kind of stuff.
That's awesome.
It is so fun.
I know it's amazing how many tools we have available today and how fun they
Yeah,
are to
it's just-
use once you kind of get into them.
It's endless.
It
Yeah.
is.
And you and I, when you were here before and we talked, you and I realized that we like taking kind of the same pictures, like of rusty things, lamps, chandeliers, hotel, like cool stuff like that.
Yeah, and I see a lot of that in buildings. These
Yeah.
apartment
Old
buildings.
buildings. I love old buildings.
Yeah.
And I have brick walls,
Yeah.
that are under renovation, and I do those in high dynamic range because they need it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just a brick wall.
Yeah, Jason's really good at the kind of portrait mode style.
Yeah.
Portrait mode
And
stuff.
it kind of tells a little piece of a story each picture. So we'll go to dinner and he'll get, just a little bit of kind of the meal and the environment, maybe a little hint of the chandelier, and just kind of tells little pieces of a story that when you kind of look at them all together, you can put together where we are and such, but it's really well done.
It does.
Thank you.
There is
You're
a,
welcome.
there is a story behind every picture.
There is.
Now, I see a lot of abstract pictures. I just go, that's just like I just spilled the paint can and said that was art. And
Yeah.
some people like that,
Yeah.
and that's okay. And I respect that totally because, but I've been looking at, so when I join art storefronts, I see a lot of people in photography, and I have a lot of followers there. And so I've noticed on that Instagram, and I had to go out and like Reddit and start interacting and sharing my pictures. So I find groups that I'm interested in finding my little niches. I'm changing niches, like and unique trees. Trees are really cool.
Yeah.
And fungi and
That's
moss
cool.
and-
So as you get into photographing these things, do you find that now you know how to identify more trees and flowers and fungi and
No.
things, or do you, or do you never learn what they are, but these are just beautiful?
I took a picture of a tree over by Stinson Beach, but the branches were all just whacked out, so I don't have a picture of the bark. And of course, one person went, "What kind of tree is it?" So I said, "I don't know, but here's a street view of it. You can go look at the street view of it here." So I don't know, but so that's fun because trees are they go like this, then they go up. I have trees that look like horses, aardvarks,
Oh, that's cool.
and dragons. So
That's
I love
really
that.
cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever done film photography, where you like do prints?
No,
No, digital.
yeah.
Digital's kind of here to stay. I mean, there's a lot of people that do film. I wouldn't know.
Well, the thing is with digital though, you can actually get like your app polish or whatever.
Yeah.
You can probably, and none of this is sponsored by the way, these
Nope.
apps, but you can put that 35 millimeter look on the picture, right? So you can change the look as if it were taken by a.
Yeah, and Photoscape does that. It has like 20
Filters,
like
yeah.
different colors and schemes.
Yeah.
So I've done that to one of the pictures out at San Pablo Bay. It's kind of an orange haze, it's kind of orangey. It's just not just a regular photo. So it makes it look unique. It's
Yeah.
yeah,
It's cool.
it's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for sunsets.
Sunsets are
Clouds.
awesome.
And there's
Clouds.
no better
I love-
sunsets than Hawaii. I love taking pictures
Oh.
of the sunsets in Hawaii.
I grew up in the town called Sunset.
Oh,
Why? Because
Why?
the sun would go down over the Great Salt Lake. And we got clouds. I mean, the sunsets were phenomenal.
Gorgeous,
I don't
yeah.
have pictures of those.
okay. So of everything you shoot, is there anything that's on your bucket list, any destination, any subject that's kind of on your bucket list that you definitely want to?
I want to go to Alaska,
Alaska.
which I will, and I want to see the Aurora Borealis. I
Oh,
wanna take
yeah.
pictures of those. Or videos, both.
Yeah.
And just sit there. So it's like when I went to Tahoe the other day, I told my stepson, says, "You know what? You have to find your way home because I'm not leaving."
It's beautiful.
It
It's
was-
nice to be kind of
yeah.
away from all the light
Oh,
pollution
and I wanted to see the snow. I love winter. I grew up in
Me
the
too.
snow.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But I haven't been in the snow. I mean, I've been in the snow, but I haven't been.
It's one of my favorite views
Yeah.
is up at Tahoe on the lake when the snow is on the mountains, even in front of you on the
It
ground.
was gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Yeah. We tried to get to a couple places, but they were still too wet. Pyramid Creek up by Strawberry and Twin Pines on 50.
We need to get out more.
You gotta
I mean,
go there.
you're right though. The
Anyway.
the world is just so beautiful.
Oh,
like there's
man.
just so many cool. Everywhere I go, I think to myself, I'm not going to start taking photos of everything. I'm just going to try to enjoy my day. Literally,
luck.
like, everywhere I walk, whether it's a little statue or like a brick wall or something, I find myself taking hundreds of pictures for that day.
What happens is that you forget to take it in,
Yeah.
and so I've tried to reduce that and take it in, put the phone away.
Yeah.
Just take more, of the scenery in. But
I just don't want to lose that memory. It's
So-
like I just
I
I
know,
want
I
to take
know.
that.
So that's the thing. I have this fear, I think, that I'm going to have dementia one day and not remember anything that I've done in life. And I feel
my
like I do really cool things. I know, terrible, whatever. dark thoughts. But I like to take pictures and videos of everything. Everybody can attest to that. But I literally do stay at home or sit in bed and I'll scroll through and be like, oh, that was so fun. And relive my
Yeah.
trips and
Isn't that-
relive things.
That's a wonderful part.
I've gotten really into these little, now with social media becoming such a thing, I do more moments than still photography. He's more still photography and I'm more short clips.
Oh yeah.
So I'll capture little moments. I'm very big on life's little moments.
Yeah.
And I like
Yeah.
that. But I do go back and I relive everything that I've done over and over and over again. I'll go and
She
look
does
at
really good reels though. Like we'll go on a trip and with our mom, we went to Memphis a couple years ago, and she did this really cool reel. It was 3 or 4 minutes,
No.
but it literally longer,
a minute 30 seconds.
a minute and 30 seconds. But it literally summed up the entire trip.
Oh, in
It's
from the
moments.
airport in the morning to like coming home. It was really cool.
Yeah, it's just
that's a neat
storytelling.
a minute and a half. A weekend or
It was about 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
But I mean, and people, people in general don't really have an attention span past what now it's 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I know.
So you got to really reel them in.
Oh, what did you say?
No pun intended.
Yeah.
What was
What?
the second about?
Right?
So did you say that you have some prints that we can take a look at, maybe?
I do. Let me grab that book right on top.
Yeah, let's grab that.
Now, I had this over at my barber shop. They have a rack of magazines, and I left it there for a while, and then I thought, it's just. I put it on this couch when I left, but they put it on the rack and it was buried. And you couldn't see it at the top, so I had to put another picture on it to capture someone's attention. So this is what I put on it. Now I'm gonna put it back there.
Oh my god! Oh my goodness!
Can you read it? See,
It says, "Quit clowning around. Open this book." Open
Bruce,
this
that's
booklet.
great.
That is great. Show the camera. Which camera is this? The camera?
Quit clowning around. Open this book. That's awesome.
Anyway, that's me.
So wait, this book you leave at a barbershop?
I did.
Okay.
And I got more pictures, so I just picked up some today. I didn't have time to put them in there. This is something else I'm going to share with you. But this, do you want to just look at them from here, or how do you want to?
Yeah. Which camera are we looking at? That one?
Yeah, we can just hold them up and then we can
Okay.
probably put them up
So
on
this is
the.
a coleus with a zoom blur.
So okay.
Okay, so this is what you're talking about, where you take regular photos and kind of edit them a little bit to
Yeah.
be abstract.
Yeah. So that's just an example.
Oh my gosh, how cool!
This is point levels. Now, this isn't, there wasn't the best photo. It's better full screen
Sure.
but this is an abstract that I made years ago.
So what is this? What did you take a picture of originally here?
This here?
Mhm.
Nothing. I started from scratch.
Ah.
I just
Oh, so
painted
you
on
created that?
Yeah, I created all my abstract. Yeah, I didn't. I've taken some pictures and made completely like kaleidoscopes.
Mm-hmm.
They make great kaleidoscopes, and they're really good to work with because there's so many different patterns and colors and shades and textures in real pictures, as opposed to just dragging colors in and twirly lines and stuff like that. So it's a little more complicated. This is a little greener than it actually is, but it printed out like that, so like it's in water, floating in water.
And you completely created that from?
From scratch. Yeah, it's not just.
That's really cool.
This is a plant, coleus plant, at the Portland Temple.
And this is just
Okay.
all from your sober brain. You come up with these.
Your sober brain.
Yeah, you should look
I
inside
love-
my brain. It's like, wow. This is a cafe I went in, so I made it look have a metallic look.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's a real. That's an actual cafe.
I love that. So that should be hanging on a wall somewhere.
Yeah, I wonder
That's a
where.
really.
Yeah.
That's a really
Yeah.
cool cafe.
And then this is called something butterfly, a better butterfly or something like that.
Oh my goodness.
Very cool.
It's the coming up with it from scratch. So I
Well, yeah.
am very creative and I guess artistic at times.
Put that down there.
That almost looks like
So
a.
there's a couple here.
It almost looks like a skull at first.
Oh yeah. Wow, that's
Yeah,
that's
those
so
are all from
so
scratch.
creative.
And this one, I really like this one here.
That's cool. So
And then these-
already my favorite is this wagon.
This is at Columbia, and then down from Columbia. Oh, maybe in Columbia. That's in Columbia. I have a picture of this. This is the actual color. This blue. Can't see it laying down. That blue. That's the actual color. And
That's
then
cool.
I have another one that's kind of light sepia.
Mm-hmm.
And this is well, there's some beach debris at Natural Bridges State Beach in Santa Cruz.
See, there's beauty in
I
everything.
was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
Beauty
And this
everywhere.
is a dogwood tree at Tumwater Falls, Washington, the little one. And then this is at Point Pinole Regional Park. This
Really?
little cliff here.
Wow, I didn't realize it was there.
I don't know how that shows up in the camera from this distance.
Well,
but-
maybe we can. Are these available on your websites
Yes.
anywhere?
Yeah,
So
they're
maybe
all
we
there.
can try to
Yeah.
insert some clips.
Pescadero Beach, Lake Tahoe, and Lake Alpine.
That's cool. Yeah.
So, anyway.
I love your little oh, that's cool. Love
Yeah,
that. Where is that at?
Pittsburgh.
Really?
Don't say it like
The
that.
light-
Well, no,
the
I
fan-
mean,
I
because it
know.
looks like it should be like Midwest somewhere, or
I know, I know.
the South or something.
See, up here it says Dow. It's the
Oh.
Dow wetlands over here in Pittsburgh.
Didn't even realize it was there.
I'll tell you, this is from San Francisco. This is from the roof.
Yeah, that's a beautiful
That's a
skyline.
neat picture, yeah. We can see that on the web if you're going to go there.
Yeah. I will.
Anyway,
It's the abstract for me because
You
I
love the
li-
abstract?
no. Well, I love that he can do that. I think I'm so type A. I'm better with like calculated art, so the graph paper, drawing things, scale models of things. I love all that, but
Yeah.
abstract is too abstract for me. I can't. My brain just doesn't really think in that
Does
type of
make sense?
creativity.
Yeah. This is what I liked about the natural bridges. Is this is the ground you're walking on at the tide pools,
Let me see.
Wow.
and it changes every 6 feet for a completely different pattern. And those are on the website too. This type of soil.
So is this an act? So you took this
I'm
photo
standing-
and then you put a filter on it?
No,
That's an actual photo?
yeah. That's what it looks like. I may have added the contrast a little bit, but not much.
Very cool.
Not much. Anyway,
Those are gorgeous.
there they are.
Very cool.
So where can we find all your work? Give us well
Oh, it's all
obviously
private.
well we don't get any of it.
No.
So obviously we don't get or we'll link everything, but where is your Instagram? What's your website? Give us some information where they can find you.
My Instagram account is my username is Flaming Sea Bass.
Okay.
Flaming
okay.
with no vowels.
Oh.
There's a story behind that name. But I'll save that. So it's Flaming. It's FLMNG Sea Bass.
FLMNG.
One word.
Sea bass with vowels.
Yes.
Okay.
Just flaming without. Yeah. What
Okay.
else? What did you ask me?
Do you have a website?
Yeah, bowenartstudio.com.
Okay.
Pretty simple.
So we'll
I
link
have
all
some
of
cards
this.
here. I'll leave it.
Yeah, we'll put this all in the description
Yeah,
down below.
yeah. So that's where I am.
That's
Cool.
amazing.
So the website was built by Art Storefronts, so I have to plug them.
And you called me last year and you said, hey, if you have clients that are closing a home and they need artwork, let me know. He was just getting more started with this, but it was really cool and I had no idea you even did this stuff. And so you do this for people who are looking for artwork for their homes. You sell this on your website.
Yeah.
There's this really cool feature on his website where you can, I think we use the phone or something,
Yeah,
where
use
you
your phone.
use the phone and you put it up to the wall, and then the artwork.
It's
Oh, you
it's
can
the
see it in the
viewfinder.
You can
space.
see it
So
in
you
the
see
space.
the wall as
Yeah.
if you were going to take a picture.
Yeah.
And the image is in there, and you can actually move the image around.
To
Yeah.
see how it's gonna look.
And just look out. Let me find the right size. You stand back about 12 feet. That gives you the proper measurement of what it would look like. If you stand too far away or too close, then
Yeah.
it's going to be
Yeah.
too big or too small.
Yeah.
So that's a neat feature. I don't know if we can do that here, but we could. But no, my idea of coming to Jason was to offer that service. Say, okay, they need new pictures on their new house. you
Yeah.
know. I mean, they may have pictures that are moving into it, but I think they should get new ones.
Yeah. People are always looking for art.
So I'm still going to. I actually I went over to the Contra Costa Realtor's office,
Okay.
and I met with James.
Mhm.
No, probably don't know. And then he gave me, and then the CRIM, CCRIM. Do you remember that?
No.
Oh, that's the Contra Costa Realtors in Motion.
No, we
That
don't.
was the meeting I went to.
Okay, yeah, we need to be
Yeah.
a little bit more involved. That's our, yeah.
Well, I inspired him to get more involved.
You did. You did.
So I wanted to go there and just have everybody open their phones and use the little app on their phones.
Yeah.
Or just go to the website. I mean,
Oh, that's
it's not
cool.
an app. You just go to the website. Yeah.
Well, we'll be sure to
Definitely.
link everything for you so everybody can find your
Awesome.
work.
Now, did you bring? You built this lamp or something? Did you bring it?
I did. Can I just share one other thing with you? So
Yeah.
I decided that maybe I would paint. So I just experimented. These are not very good. They really aren't. But somebody might like them. I just experiment. I said, I'm going to paint on wet and dry sandpaper, like coarse sandpaper.
Mm-hmm.
But I put too much paint on it, so it's on the like. And I really don't like these, but this is what I came up with one of them.
I think that's great.
It's like,
I think the Grateful Dead needs to use this in their
oh,
next
Album
concert.
cover.
Yeah.
see. I mean, one person
So-
liked this picture.
So
and the
this
next
is
person-
sandpaper.
Yeah, and then I did this.
I think these are really cool.
So I'm
love it.
actually going
You
to.
want to feel it?
I'm going to do it again. I just put it on this little cardboard. But if I
Oh yeah, it's definitely
So-
sandpaper.
and then so I'm going to do it again, but I'm just going to use less paint and more subtle colors.
Trial and error. That's art.
Yeah, yeah. So it is art.
Figuring it out.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so we'll look at that. Here, this is for you for letting me do this.
Wait, what? This
It's
is
a
for me?
gift.
This is
Yeah.
for me?
Yeah, I found it in the gutter.
Yeah.
Let's
So-
check this out. Let's see.
There you go. It's a small version. This came straight from Bay Photo that do the printing, and so that's
Oh,
San,
that's gorgeous.
that's San Pablo.
Whoa.
Harbor over-
Show the class.
Show the class.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
That is so cool. So,
Wow.
okay, so this is a photo you took,
Yeah,
and then you had it blown up.
I ran it through. Well, when I upload to my website, they're roughly at least 10,000 by 6,000 pixels.
Mhm.
Some of my pictures are 12 by 9, and then the resolution can't be over 200, so that they can print out big and look
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
You want a cool looking picture?
This is cool. Well, this will go up in the office, so
Yeah,
I
that's.
love it. Yeah.
It's kind of shiny. So I gave
I
it
love
kind
it.
of a. There's a neat feature on paint.net that I use.
It almost looks like a painting if you looked
You
kind
probably can't see it too much with the plastic.
of. Should
Yeah,
I take it out? Should I take it out? Yeah.
Mhm.
That'll cost you though.
Yeah, break the seal. You break it, you buy it.
More hot chocolate
I
if he
know.
takes it out of the pot.
Yeah, today's episode sponsored by East Bay Coffee. You have it on your cup.
Yeah, I can't get it out. Jamie, you want to try it?
Well, I'm gonna let.
I don't want to mess it up.
I did tape it up, didn't I?
Taped it up real good there.
Picture falls in half.
Yeah.
I've never opened a picture in my life in front of a camera.
Now you can say you have.
Oh my God, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, that is beautiful. Let's hold
There
it
you
up
go.
for the camera. Can you see that? Can you see that?
Cool.
That's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it does look like a painting.
So that might go in my house, not in the office. Just.
Well, it was your
That's
gift, so
yours.
that's fine.
You want the plastic again?
Thank you. So I have it here.
But
Thank you.
Oh.
I'll take that as my gift.
You want the plastic?
Just kidding.
That's art. You can make art out
I
of it.
That's
could.
beautiful. Beautiful.
You won't believe what I'm doing. I'm creating a 3D painting. I have been drying banana peels,
Oh my goodness.
and they're all crinkled up and black on one side, but they have a muted gray and so I'm going to put them on some kind of a substrate and put epoxy on them. Epoxy resin,
Oh,
but
yeah.
different colors.
They have to be really dry to do that, right?
They've been in my oven for 6 hours.
Oh,
8
okay.
hours
Oh, wow.
sometimes. They're just little pieces of. I
Yeah.
cut the bananas in half, put them in my drink, and then I peel them off and open them up and dry them out. I just thought
That's so
That's-
cool,
It's
though.
that's how
interesting.
my crazy banana brain works.
Hey, that piece of art sold. It was a piece of banana. It was a banana duct taped to a wall, right? And it sold for
real one? Oh,
millions of
I've seen
dollars. And then he just took it off and ate it.
What was this?
It was art. So anything can
I've
be
seen it.
art.
I saw it.
Millions
Yeah,
of dollars.
they taped a banana to a wall with a piece of duct tape, exactly as it sounds. A guy bought it, and then I think he ate the banana, and that was that.
He paid millions
Wow.
of
He
dollars
paid,
for a
I
banana.
want to say $4 million. I don't know. You can fact check me on that
whoa.
one. I don't. It was
Well,
a
then my
lot.
banana peels should.
So I'm in the wrong. I'm in the wrong business. I think we
Exactly.
need to be doing things like drying banana peels, and then you're set for life.
That's my crazy idea.
That's awesome. Where is that lamp? Because
Well,
you sent me
so-
pictures of it.
You
and
do
it was-
have the lamp here?
I brought something that I'm going to give away. So this is my offer. I'm going to make it an offer here. So I have a lamp that's yours. If anybody buys a painting or what are my pictures, I mean. Yes.
Thank you.
If you buy $300 worth of art or paint photos, from the website by April 1st, then this is yours.
This lamp.
This
So-
took me.
You made this?
Yeah, I made it. It's just
Oh.
15 hours worth of work.
Let's make it look presentable.
So I painted the cord, but
I was
because
gonna
it's
say
so
they-
smooth and stiff and stuff, you may have to touch it up. So I bought a lady in Concord was closing her woodworking shop,
Move these.
Put this in the middle.
Ah, got it.
and so I went over there and bought a vacuum and a whole bunch of tools and some epoxy, and scrap wood. So this is full of just scrap hardwoods.
And
from
and
all
resin?
kinds of-
I love this.
all kinds of wood, and then it's mixed in with the epoxy resin that has.
And then you shaped it after?
Yeah, I turned it on my lathe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a little shop upstairs. I have a huge bedroom upstairs. You know, you don't need much room because you're just standing there turning.
Towards me.
There you go. There you go.
Better?
So, yeah, I made all this. The cord goes. It's got a brass tube up here where the cord goes up.
Let's see this.
This is screwed on and doweled and epoxied on. It's not coming off.
It's amazing. That's incredible
So
work.
this is
Really cool.
Some kind of wood. I bought it from a guy over in Verinda. I bought these online. I got this at, you know, that place over in
Yeah.
Concord. And then bought this online. Now, I don't have a shade because you want a shade that you like.
Yeah.
That matches. And I saw lots of them, but I thought I'm just going to give it away. So if anybody in this room buys $300 worth of artwork by April 1st, that is yours. If you like it. You know,
Very cool.
not
Very
me.
cool.
So, and then I have one more thing. It's also in the other room.
What is it?
It's in a bag there. Just bring that out.
Okay, let me
So,
grab it.
Yeah. So that's my incentive. What's one of my incentives?
Very cool.
Yeah, this is leather down here.
I don't even know how you even. Oh, look at that. Let me show the camera the bottom.
Yeah.
Is it this?
That's mine.
At the bottom.
No, it's in a green.
It's probably hard to see on camera, but
Sprouts
the detail's
bag.
so cool.
Alright, we got it.
So I do have to do a little bit of touch up on the bottom, but this is a fruit platter or vegetable platter
Oh, very
that I
cool.
turned on my lathe. So this right here is where you would put like a dip.
Yeah.
And then you put
Yeah.
your vegetables in.
Oh, and I love this
Very
because
cool.
so the
Non-slip.
the bowl won't fall over.
Yeah. I think I might put some on the bottom, but I just make them available. So if you purchase $100 worth of
Listen.
artwork by April 1st, that will be yours. And I've got to, I color this and fill it, the little area in here. I didn't,
So,
that was, I
Oh,
glued it
very
in,
so you
but
put
when I
your
stained
bowl
it.
for dip and then chips or whatever.
Yeah,
Super cool.
It's pretty cool. And I mean, you made this.
Yeah, I made
Yeah,
it on my
that's
lathe.
That's really that's neat.
Yeah.
Now, what do you wake up in the morning and just go, I'm gonna make a lamp. What do you
Yeah,
like?
how
What
does
inspires
creativity
you?
strike
Yeah.
for you?
Where's my booklet? Oh, right here.
Over here.
It's right about 1 inch from here in.
It just, ideas
It's like
just,
it's swollen up. Like
Mhm.
it's like active. It's like lightning in there. When I
Mhm.
create. I don't know. It just come from. I just was born with it, I guess. But here, let me. Oh, there was a piece of paper in here.
Is it? It's
Is
right.
it
It's right here.
was it this?
Okay.
No.
Okay, so this is what I'm making at home. I had a piece of 4x6 walnut, and I cut the perfect height. I added extra wood on them. I made cups for my nephews
Oh, that's lovely.
Little mugs,
Walnut's
you know.
my favorite.
without handles, and I put stickers on what they wanted. So I ordered stickers. They got Spider-Man and Fortnite,
Yeah.
you know. So I made these cut, and then I'm making this out of the scraps. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. This is stacked up. This is how it's going to be shaped. These are the scrap pieces.
Oh, were they
And they're going to be
carved?
stacked in that order. But
That's
I
so
gotta
cool.
I got to stain them. I'm going to cover them with epoxy resin,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to have a solid brass rod down through here to hold it all together. And this will probably have dowels in this little piece here.
Mm-hmm.
But I just thought I'd just do something crazy and wild.
Abstract.
So I took all my scraps. I'm going to make that. That's all cut out, and I'm ready to put together.
That's really cool.
Art
I,
from art.
I would never ever think of.
And
I
I'm
mean, obviously,
thinking
I
about
wouldn't.
putting beaded chain and drizzling epoxy resin down the chains, so that they'll be solid.
Yeah.
This is kind of up your alley, though, Jamie. You're
Again,
creative.
not abstract though. I'm more
Yeah.
calculated. So
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
build scale models. I'll do like little things. I like those type of building. I assemble furniture like no other. I can kind of build
Yeah.
things. But as far as abstract, that's not where my creative brain goes.
Yeah, you just do what you.
But everything else I can do. I
I'm
like
al-
building things.
I'm only creative in
cool.
the photography part. My mind does
love
not
it.
even comprehend this kind of stuff. Doesn't even. I don't
Yeah.
have the ideas. Don't even come there.
Yeah, I just thought I'm going to put all this scrap wood. I didn't have any other use. I just thought, put it in the,
So this is scraps that you.
yeah, I bought from a lady that was selling her. She was a wood carver. So
Yeah.
I bought a vacuum and a bunch of wood scraps. I have a big tub.
Yeah.
I've used a lot of it. This,
Very cool.
now I have another, I turned this part in dark walnut
Mhm.
before, but I didn't think it matched this. My wife says it did, but I could make another one. It's solid piece. This is 2 halves. And I thought of 100 ways to cover up the seam, but it's not that bad.
No, it's great. I think Jason loves little imperfections and things. to
I
show
love
the process
imperfections.
and
So
Yeah.
this
how
is
it's
not
made.
a lampstand.
It's not.
It is not a lampstand.
Yeah.
Well, those are beautiful pieces. If that's just
Yeah.
kind of a taste of what you do, I'm sure you make some really beautiful pieces.
Yeah.
Really cool.
And I love that you recycle the scraps into more art.
Yeah, this is hard to turn oak because it's got that deep pocket of grain, so it chips out a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that looks really
Hard to
smooth.
turn.
How are we doing on time?
I think we're good. Yeah, we've been talking for quite a while
Oh,
about
yeah.
art. Is there
Yeah,
anything else you'd like to share with us as we start to wrap up? I think we.
So we're gonna
No.
put your social media and your website and everything in the description here on the video. So because that was one of the things, where can people see your
Right,
work
right.
and
Yeah.
follow you? So Instagram.
we're good. We'll link everything.
We'll
He's
link
shared
everything.
his social
Okay.
media. We've got it.
Great,
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Um,
Well, Bruce, it's been lovely talking to you today and
loved
getting to
it.
know all about your art. I didn't know you had all this in you. I knew you kind of dabbled, and I see things here and there on Facebook.
Well,
but
and when we met, last year, I was like, you got to be on the podcast because this is cool stuff.
yeah,
Thank
You know, people like to see this. This is
we
is
love
great.
to see
Thank you,
what
thank you,
Yeah.
thank
what's
you.
outside
Yeah.
And
of kind of our
especially
jobs.
since you were our home inspector. Our home inspector turned like artsy photography, wood building. But I guess you've been doing this for your whole life. So
No, I have not.
Oh, you have.
Oh, I
But-
did turn in high school. I turned a big chalice out of redwood. It was a foot tall, this big round at the base, and hollowed out, like a drink, terraced, and had a handle. That's the only turning I did in high school.
Okay.
I did make a bow and arrow once, and an axe out of wood.
Well, I didn't do that in high school. So.
That's
Well,
okay.
thank you so much for
You
being
bet.
on
My
the
pleasure.
podcast.
My honor.
Thanks
I
for
know.
thanks for
I
being
gotta
with
say,
us.
I love your photography. See what you showed me, that you had just little glasses and
Yeah.
flowers and vases.
Well, we'll
and-
link Jason's photography too, so everybody can get a little taste of that.
We'll
But
follow the Instagram. Yeah.
we'll link all the socials down below. You can find us on, I never get it right, MaddoxPodcast.com. You can find us on YouTube at Maddox Studios now, and we'll link everything that Bruce has to offer. So thanks for being with us, Bruce.
My pleasure. Awesome.
All right, y'all. We'll
Thanks
see you
for
next
watching.
time.
Take care.